This is Paul, and I was hanging out with my buddy Danny Loftus, and he grows quite a few different varieties of dragon fruit in Southern California. So anyways, he has been growing this variety called K, which is pretty interesting. It's a sugar dragon crossed with a Guatemalensis variety. Slow growing, but beautiful small fruit. I've seen the fruit and the mother plant. So I got a couple cuttings of it. I'll do an episode on it in the future when I get the full story. But he talked about roofing tar, or we're talking about roofing tar on the tip here. But he says he used to do that, and he actually used to do both the top and the bottom. But now he just uses Rootone, or rooting powder on the bottom, and on the top he just does a little coating of roofing tar. So he says that this strategy is really, really productive for him, and it's a great way to get the roots going quickly. So I'm going to do a little test here with K. I'm going to do one with the tar on the top, because if you do, he says that there's going to be a vigorous amount of growth off of the top sides here, like I've never seen before, and he'll get plants to fruit in 2 to 3 years depending on the variety doing the strategy, so he says. So I'll do it with that one like that, and then with this K, he also cuts them all at a 45. See on the top, he says that's a must do to get more quick growth. So I'll do the tar in one, I'll leave this one alone, but I'll do both of them in the rooting powder mixture like so. So I'll tie that one up in a second. I hope it doesn't fall. But anyways, in addition, he also gave me this sugar dragon. He called it SD7. Well, it's a sugar dragon because this plant produced 7 mature sugar dragon on one stalk, and he has fruit all the way into March. So he gave me a couple of these, and again, this is off a plant that had 7 of these, just about this size, on a branch about twice the size. So I got a piece of the branch off of that branch, and he says the DNA is important, and so that this is a very, very good variety of sugar dragon. So I'm going to try that roofing tar strategy on the top here. Let's see what it's like. So what I did is I just coated a tiny, really lightly here. After it's dried over a few days. He says you could let it callus, or you could do it after a day or two. So I'm going to do it before it calluses over, just to kind of try it out and see. But again, he said don't get as little on the actual green part of the plant as possible, and just a nice coating like that should do. So there you go. I'm going to try that on the top, not the bottom. And then now I'm going to place this, ow, it got me, that hurt, into a rooting powder mixture, just like that. And then let me get this out of the way, and I just plant it in this really awesome soil here. And so what that is Fox Farms potting soil, which I like, and it's the humic acid one. It's Happy Frog. And then I cut it with some vermiculite, with some pumice, perlite, and some native soil, a little bit of that. So that's kind of my mixture. I think it's a much better than just going straight Fox Farm, because these guys like a bit of drainage and don't like to get too wet. Alright, so there we go. There's the experiment. We're going to see how does it work if you put Henry's roofing tar on the top of your new cuttings versus what happens if you don't and you cut it at, whoa, should have tied that down. I told you that was going to happen. Ow. What would happen if you do that? So he's been growing dragon fruit a lot longer than I have, and he's had some really beautiful, successful plants with fruit into the winter this year. So I'm going to give that a try, and I'll give you an update in the future. Alright, give us a like and a subscribe. I'll get these cleaned up. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Dude, it's creepy.